What's up, y'all? Having problems at the whole home front. You heard me? And to start this off, everybody should know if they've been watching me that I am not racist at all, prejudiced or nothing. I'm married to a white girl. But what I'm trying to figure out is when I be trying to explain to her, because I'm older than her, and I be trying to explain to her that it's two different cultures. So the way that we grew up is different. Example, growing up in our house, a black home, we weren't allowed to play in the living room. Not at all. Because the living room ain't for where you play at. You play in your room or a playroom. This for the kids. Now my wife just told me, well, the whole house, they can run over the... No, the fuck they can't. So you trying to tell me they can play in the whole house. That's what you saying is they can play in the bathroom. They can play in our room. They can play in the kitchen. Fuck no. So before before I was getting ready to say something, quite naturally that I really don't mean, because I'm still gonna have to deal with her for the rest of my life, I just left and I had to come take a pause because, man, I'm telling you, when I was going through treatment, my counselor told me, don't try to be in no relationship while you trying to get yourself clean. You heard me? Quite naturally, Mug didn't listen. Now her go 5, 6 years later. And don't get me wrong now. Don't get me wrong. Because we do got good times. It's just when the bad times come around, one side of the party don't get it. But and we both got baptized and things of that nature. And I'm not saying this. What's up, friendly stream? And I'm not saying this to say that a man is bigger and better than a woman. But if we gonna go off of the way that the Bible explains it, it's Christ over man, man over woman, woman over children. In that order. When it goes any other way, what's up, Christian? When it goes any other way, that's when things get messed up. Like I say, not doing this to demand anything. It's just the way that it go. Now, them ain't my words. Them come out the Bible. So if you gonna blame somebody, how dare you? Better not try to blame God. You hear me? Cause that ain't my order. That's just the way that he said. So sometimes when you step back and you look at life or your relationship and things ain't going the way that it's supposed to go, refer back to the Bible. Because when you're not in God's order, things get messed up. You heard me? Shout out to the 12 people that's in the building, man. But you know what I appreciate though? I appreciate the 12 people that came in. Before y'all do anything, respectfully asking, hit that like button for me, man. So the notification can go out and people can come in and hear this, because I got a lot of shit to say. Christian how you say your last name, Federico? Yes. Man, hey, look. I don't know if y'all in a relationship or whatever, but if y'all are, I'm gonna say safely that I know y'all know exactly what I mean, man. You hear me? Hit that like button, and if you coming in, subscribe to your boy. I got a lot of shit to say on this one, and I'm saying this first with no disrespect to nobody. I'm just calling it like I see it and basing stuff off of my relationship. Now, 5, 6 years ago, I was on that heroin, I was on that meth. So when I put myself in the rehab, that's where I met my wife at. You love extension. Yeah. Yeah, he cool. Now she stopped getting high before I did, and I steady was getting high, even getting out the rehab. Steady getting high, steady getting high. She stuck with me. That it see them the parts when I call myself, "What's up, G? What's up, Aki?" I when I call myself getting mad, it what's up? You need some? I know, man. Hey, look, I just came up out the house, man. I had to get away for a minute, man. You heard me because the wife is like we not. I'm gonna say this: we in the same book. You heard me? Me and my wife, but we not in the same chapter. We not in the same paragraph. We not in the same sentence. All the way down to the period. We not there. So we can be in the same book, but if we reading from two different chapters, it's not gonna work. Yo, G, I'm from India watching you. Straight up, way from India, and you got my notification. But it's people right here in America that ain't even coming in. Shout out, Aki. Hey, when you come in, hit that like button, man. I ain't see nobody gave me a like yet. I must not said nothing for people to hit that like button. But my dude right here, he all the way from India checking your boy out. Nino, I know you hard working, man, but take care of yourself. I'm trying to, Nino. You heard me? Well, ain't no trying to. I am. When it all fails, the bottom line is, yes, sir, you guys are fucking. Oh, yeah. No, we ain't crazy, man. Well, I don't know. I guess you can't say that because Trump is a motherfucker. You hear me? But what was I at? Oh, the bottom line is, at least I ain't out here getting high. You hear me? Because back in the day, when I called myself getting mad or whatever, I try to go get that heroin or some meth and try to ease my pain. And it did for about 19 minutes and 8 seconds. But after that, comes back to reality. You hear me? Hit that like button if y'all coming in, y'all. Because if Aki coming in here, you listen to West Side Gun and I don't know what that other thing said, but West Side Gun, I don't know about that. Uh Going to ease my pain, getting on that heroin and that meth. Like I say, 19 minutes, 8 seconds later, you come back to reality, and your problems that you had that disappeared for that little moment is still right there waiting on you. You hear me? So, ain't no sense of me. I'm talking to me. Ain't no sense of me running from the problem. Best thing to do is try to figure out a solution. But you know how it is, man. The mind can play tricks on you. You hear me? Hit that like button when y'all come in here. What's up with you, bro? I'm talking about hip-hop legends. Westside Gun and Grisella. I don't know who that is. Maybe I ain't known hip-hop legends like that. It's like farting in the bathtub and biting the bubbles when they come up. Hey, let me see if... Give this black man a slice. You ain't lying, man. Hit that like button, man, so so the notification can go out to different people. You heard me? Because being honest, man, you know a mug on YouTube, you know a mug got a message to send out, and out of any conversation that anybody has, out of that conversation, don't trip off the messenger. Listen to the message and take what you can get out of that conversation. You hear me? Because I'm not speaking like I'm high or above nobody, because I ain't gonna say I'm not nothing, because I am something. You hear me? But I ain't nothing compared to somebody else. Ain't no big eyes and little U's. The only big I is God. The little U's is all of us. You hear me? What's the price of hash in your area? I don't know, because I don't smoke it. You hear me? You have to go to one of them little weed shops or whatever and find out. But I can find out for you. You hear me? Next time I do a live and you in on in, I will have that for you. You hear me? But my question is, Respectfully. Why are you asking? You gonna come down here and get on a little hash? You hear me? I mean, what's the purpose of hash? Hey, boy, it's 12 o'clock, afternoon time. This is my first cup of coffee. And man, bro, in India, you know, weed is illegal. Straight up, shit, it's legal over here. You hear me? Like if I had enough gas and shit to ride around and show you, man, I'm talking about 8 minutes and 19 seconds down the street. Not even that long. Is a weed store. You can go in there and buy any and every type of weed that you ever even thought of. You hear me? But yeah, man, I'm just on here speaking on, man. Hold on, y'all. Brother do it bad, cause I gotta add. Hey, bro. Hey, you got another square on you, man? You got another cigarette on you, man? A cigarette? God damn. Fuck. All right. Hey, Mug doing bad, man. You hear me? One thing about me, man. Hey, look, I ain't too proud to beg. And it ain't begging, it's just asking. But closed mouth don't get fed. You hear me? Oh, this is where I was going with this. The purpose on being on YouTube, man, and shout out to YouTube, man, because they is pushing out the small channels that's on YouTube right now. They are pushing them up. So my advice to people that got a channel on YouTube, if you don't got up to 1,000 subscribers, things of that nature, keep going, because they are rising these small channels up to get with the big ones. Because I'm figuring they looking like all the big channels, they there. They made it. YouTube paying them. I'm hearing from people on here. When they get a check from YouTube, it's 25, 30,000 a month. But then for people who got like 500,000 subscribers and things of that nature, I ain't nowhere near that. You hear me? You motivation. Bro, straight up. Okay, I'll subscribe. Right on, Johnny West. You hear me? Hey, look. All the people that's in here now, especially the ones that's communicating with me, do me a favor, you hear me? For me and mine. Hit that like button, man. For your people. You heard me? Hit that like button, man. And see, I don't know why I'm tripping, because who said that life was gonna be fair? Who said that life was gonna go the way that I wanted to go all the time? It don't work like that. It don't work like that. So when you got a problem, don't be so quick to just go off of your emotions, because that's what things get fucked up. I assume you have a baby or on the midget seat, the back seat. Yeah. Yeah, man, I got 3 baby girls, man. One just had a birthday, Hold on, y'all. Hey, man. Motherfucker ain't called. You heard me? I just got done telling them, hey, I ain't too proud to beg, but a closed mouth don't get fed. Right on, man. Yeah, man, I got 3 baby girls. 3, 2, and 1. You heard me? You see all 3 of them car seats? I had to step away from the family, man, because I ain't want to say nothing to the wife and say something that I really didn't mean. You hear me? Wow, bro. Respect to you. Keep going, bro. Hey, I do, man. You hear me? Sometimes I get caught up, man, and and being selfish and self-centered and not drawing off nobody else. But I can't do that, because God allowed me to live this long, and he allowed me to have a family. Now, I can't just push everything off on him. I have to be a paralegal and do the footwork. When I really need help, that's when I go to the lawyer, which is God. You feel me? Your piece is first, off the flip. And that's why I came up here to the gas station, give me a cup of coffee, and come up here to get my mind together. You hear me? How you doing today, brother? What we up to? Nothing, man. I'm just on her. If you read the title, man, I'm just trying to figure out how to make my relationship better without jumping off the edges. You heard me? Because I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna even lie, to keep it all the way real. If I'm speaking real, 100% real, well, I ain't gonna say 100% because ain't nobody 100%, but 99.9%, hey, I wouldn't be nothing without my wife, you heard me? Because right now I'm not working. She taking care of all the bills and things of that nature until I get back on my feet. Y'all brothers out there that know that been through the struggle or going through the struggle, I know y'all can feel exactly what I'm saying, you heard me? Let me see. Johnny West, life is unfair sometimes, but karma has a way of balances itself out. Hey man, hey Johnny West, do you got a channel on her? Because what you just said is exactly fucking, excuse my language, right, man. You hear me? It will iron itself off and balance out. You hear me? Men is first. Don't let stuff shame you. Good self-awareness. Yep, Doobie Fats, Cal Rich 951. I'm here. Men is first. Don't let stuff cow dump to make your relationship better. Little extra work, clean up areas. Clean up areas she left for a bit. You look like the type of man who eats corn the long way. You're definitely gay. Talking about letting this woman pay for everything. Smile more. I'ma show that. You heard me? Cause I want to respond to that. I don't know if you being a troll or whatever, but nope, I'm not gay. Never played that role. Not gay. I got a wife and I got 3 kids at home. Now, a person to say, well, yeah, you can be hiding, but hey, man, I ain't got no reason to come on here and lie to nobody. You hear me? But I'm gonna look past that part. He just trolling. Out of nowhere, just tell her how beautiful she is. Hit that like button, man, when y'all come in. Right on, Kyle Dump. You hear me? I got a wife and an 8-year-old. That's what's up, man. But let me ask you, Kyle, do you be going through stuff, man, that sometimes that you don't catch yourself and you say things and do things that's out of the ordinary? I'm asking you that, Kyle. You hear me? Brother, I'm just trolling. I know. That's why I say, I I got thick skin, you hear me? Deep mule skin, you hear me? So I don't take what nobody say on her to heart, because y'all don't really know me. Y'all just know of me for putting my business on her, but y'all don't really know me to just base something, you hear me? John Manessa, hello. What's up, John? I know you just trolling, bro. It's all good, you hear me? But people that's coming in, hit that like button for y'all people, man. Ain't no way that I just had 12 people in the building with 2 likes. That really mean y'all just came in, looked, seen what it was, bounced out. You heard me? But while y'all doing that, hit that like button, man. So the notification can go out to all my subscribers so I can build up. I put to you like this. Right now, if YouTube was straight paying me and my things was up to par with me getting views and everything like that, hey, I'll be making a live on other things. You hear me? I'm cool, bro. And you? Yeah, I'm chilling, man. You heard me? Kyle Dump, subscribe to your channel. Right on, Kyle Dump. You heard me? And I'm right back at you as soon as I get finished. You heard me? Hit that like button though. Smile more. That's a cold-blooded name. It's a blessing that you got a good woman. Nowadays, it's hard to find a woman that can invest her men instead of waiting on the men to get it all. Just like, and I'm a sub too. Yep. Hey, smile more. You heard me? Now that's a good troll right there. If you gonna put that, that's a good troll. You hear me? But yeah, man, I'm to be all the way honest with y'all, man. I just don't want to, because my wife is a good wife. You hear me? But she younger than me, and she just I gotta start remembering that certain parts of my life that I know that can't nobody else put my shoes on and walk in it. I gotta remember that part, because she ain't been through even a fourth of what I've been through in my life. So I got to remember that. But you know, sometimes your minds can play tricks on you, and and the demonstration will come out before the conversation. And actuality, a demonstration is better than conversation, but the conversation could be the demonstration. You know what I mean? Yep. I got 5 people in the building with 5 likes. Now that look more like it. 7 people in the building with 5 likes. And share it too, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let the peoples be aware. And oh, I'm on TikTok too. You heard me? Same name, podcast, but on there it might be Trust Me Now 8, because that's my name too. You heard me? See, I really should have made a video of this and put it on my podcast, but I'm going to do that a bit later. You heard me? That's why we as like-minded men that have been through things need to stick together and help us all in our respective lives. Hey, Kyle, on the straight up though, you hear me? You is not lying, you hear me? But and it don't matter if you're black or white or things of that nature, because one thing about it, if I cut me and then cut somebody else, when that I'm just gonna say this for lack of, you know how I'm talking, when that ooze come out of you, it's gonna be the same color as his. So ain't nobody better than nobody else. You hear me? And I'm just throwing that out there. Ain't nobody speak on that. I'm just throwing that out there. But yeah, man, hold on, y'all. We all the same, straight up, man. I seen them hearts just come through. Whoever just pushed them hearts through, I appreciate it. You hear me? I think I got to start going live quite often. You hear me? But like I say, I got 3 kids, and I don't want to have them all in my live, because I don't know if there's no perverts or nothing on her, and they ain't finna get on there and be playing with my fucking kids. You hear me? So only time I can do live for real is when the kids go to sleep, and that'd be like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. You hear me? Other than that, I'd just be making videos. But man, if y'all don't know, see, it's hard, man, when you trying to live a normal life. Because like I say, for people that wasn't here in the beginning, man, I was a dope fiend 5, 6 years ago, man. Staying with my mama, no car, no responsibilities, nothing like that. My thing was just to wake up in the morning and get high. Only thing that's different is our struggles in life. We all trying to figure life out. You ain't lying, man. And it's coming to me like this, so I got to spit it back out. The only way that we gonna figure life out, well, it ain't even about figuring it out. We got to let God take over. We got to let him guide us. Because when we try to do things in our way, when we try to live and learn off of our understanding, things go left. But when you follow God's law, not saying that you won't go over a couple speed bumps while you're under God's law, because Jesus did. You heard me? So it's still going to be bumps and bruises going through that life. But most of the time, you're going to be gravy. You heard me? Guaranteed. I'm telling you, cause for real, now I can say this, but it means something, but it don't mean nothing. But I'm saying, like, I'm not supposed to be here. But see, I had to take that back and say, because if I wasn't supposed to be here, I wouldn't be here. So it's a purpose while I'm still here. 45 years old, 4 kids, 1 son, finna turn 17 this year. Ain't too much worried about him and my other baby mama, because he carry that basketball everywhere he go. So needless to say, he going to the NBA off the flip. If he don't, then that's on him to decide to do whatever he want to do with his life. You heard me? But I do appreciate people coming in, man. And I'm gonna do like the brother suggested on her, man. They say, sometimes just out of the blue, just tell my wife how beautiful she is. And I ain't gonna lie, man, it's been a while since I done just up and just said that. I can tell her I love her. I can do all of that. And my actions do show that. It's just that certain times, man, she be kind of pissing me off, because we've been together for 5, 6 years, you heard me? And we married. I know her like I know the back of my hand. But see, while I'm saying that, I really caught myself up, because if I know her like I know the back of my hand, Whatever she do or say, I shouldn't get mad at. Why? Because I know her. So I just bit myself in my own ass by saying that. You hear me? But I ain't too caught up as a man not to stress that and put that out there. You hear me? Because I'm not perfect. You hear me? Trying to be perfect, striving to be perfect, but really can't do that because the mud already sinned. But according to the Bible, once you get baptized, all them sins disappear and then you start fresh from there. You know what I'm saying? Where's that asset from? My asset? My assets, I mean, I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, you heard me? 63136-314. That's where I'm from. But I moved up to Columbia with my mama. Well, she told me, she said, when you get out the penitentiary this time, move your ass up here. So that's what I did. I've been up here since 2010. Johnny West, women's memories is too good. When you win argument, they change the arguments to some shit you did 3 months ago. Hey, you ain't lying, man, but keep it all the way gangster, keep it all the way real. My wife ain't like that, you hear me? My wife is to whereas if I get loud and start talking, she don't do nothing but sit there and just don't say nothing. But see, that be pissing me off because I want her to respond. But a time before that, when she did respond, I think my approach, that's what it is. My approach to her be wrong. So I can't really put the fault on her. I got to figure out a better way to approach my wife. You hear me? I get mad. I've been with my wife 12 years. Sometimes the little things that never change as much as you ask. You just got to let it go. I have a hard time letting it go too. My wife is the same. We have big argument and it's like it's never happened. Man, hey man. Hey Kyle, man. Man. Hey man, you not lying, man. You heard me? You is not lying. You on fucking point by saying that, man. Excuse my language. Cause that's exactly what be happening, man. You can be right, all the way right in the argument. And a mug, and when I say mug, I'm saying people. That's how we talk in St. Louis. Then the mug will switch it up and put it back on them and put it to a play where she'll make it to where you end up being wrong. And that's cold, man. And my thing is this, and I keep referring back to the Bible, man, because that's what's in my heart to speak on. You hear me? But God made man first. You hear me? Let me stop for a minute. Raymond Coleman, you look like a cool ass uncle, man. You remind me of my uncle. He passed away a few years ago. Hey, shout out to you, Raymond Coleman. Thanks for coming in, man. And by the way, hit that like button as you enter. You hear me? And my condolences to you, even though it was a few years ago. You heard me? But yeah, man, anybody, you ain't the first person that said that, man. Love from Pakistan, the big meow. I heard you. What I was saying, let's say it's not gonna happen. Remind me of my uncle. Hey, anybody that you talk to that straight know me, they'll tell you that, man. Man, you like the coolest person on earth. And I am, man. I rarely get mad at certain. You have to really push my button to piss me off. But the thing is, I ain't got no buttons on me to get pushed. But my wife, from her being with me, she know, you heard me? She know what, you know. Hey, big meow, hit that like button when you come through, man. Raymond Coleman, hit that like button for your people, you heard me? And let the peoples be aware. Don't stop and start that podcast, debating opinions, where opinions get debated. That's me, you heard me? Y'all gonna see, you heard me? See, I put myself through a Rams test. And Rams test meaning reasonable, attainable, measurable, and specific. If anything that I go through in life match all them, I know it's a straight go. You hear me? If it don't match one of them or fall off, it ain't gravy. You hear me? Nothing but good Lord, and you focus on love and mercy. Big meow. Shout out to you, meow. You hear me? And if you got a channel on her, I'm finna subscribe to you too. Everybody that come on her, leaving me comments, hitting that like button or anything, I'ma subscribe right back to y'all. You hear me? That's a woman's job to push off buttons to keep us on our toes and make us stronger. Woo, hey, Raymond, man. I ain't gonna say you right though. I ain't gonna say that it's a woman's job to do that because they on another person they might push the wrong button and that might be the last button they push. You hear me? But I do feel what you're saying though. You hear me? I wonder how do I get that super chat and stuff on her, man. Cause boy, hey man, I'm going through a struggle right now. You hear me? I ain't been working in like a good 3, maybe 4 weeks. Got into a little altercation with a dude at the job. You hear me? So a super chat right now would not be bad at all. You hear me? And I ain't got no cash app. My wife the one that got that, cause I just don't trust that online stuff. I don't trust all that shit. You hear me? Women emotionally doomed men, logically doomed. You ain't lying. Because women base their stuff off emotions. Men base their stuff off of logic. Sometimes and don't take this the wrong way, man, you hear me? But y'all know I ain't lying. Sometimes we base our stuff off emotions too, you hear me? Then that's when we have to jump back in ourselves and look like, boy, you better get your motherfucking self together. You hear me? But yeah, man, I'm glad y'all did come in, man, because I did need somebody to talk to, you hear me? Because besides my wife, I ain't got nobody to talk to, man. I'm up here like basically by myself, you hear me? I ain't got no friends. I don't need no friends. You hear me? All I got is my family. But you know, sometimes a mug be needing a different perspective to somebody else's opinions. And then I take heed or snatch whatever I can get out of that conversation and add it to my life. You hear me? Johnny West always wondered when gay men have an argument, do they come to a logical conclusion because they both men? That right there, I can't answer. Why? Because I'm not gay. I'm going to leave that alone. You hear me? Because I don't want to upset the LGBT. See, I don't even know how to say their name. You hear me? But I don't want to show no disrespect towards them because in the end, they still human. Whichever way they want to go in their life, that's up on them and God. You hear me? All I'm going to say about that is God didn't make Adam and Steve. He made Adam and Eve. Plus, as far as with a man, see, these are members of our bodies. Our fingers, toes, arms. Ain't nowhere on the man's body where you supposed to enter. You hear me? And if you trying to enter something and you have to force yourself into entering that, you know it's wrong. I'm going to break that down like that. Even with far as with women too, we not supposed to be hitting them in they, and I'm gonna keep this kind of clean. We don't supposed to be hitting them in they butt. You hear me? The vagina is for us, not they butt or they mouth. And I'm talking straight up here. You hear me? I'm talking straight up here. All they delusional people need to return back to the good Lord. You is not lying. You hear me? Your hat is hanging off. Hey. Hey, you ain't lying. You heard me? Hey, look, I got the hat up, and it's like a man back there holding on a rope trying to pull it back. You ain't lying. You heard me? Hey, medium scone 89. I'm just talking about things that I know in my life. You heard me? And like I say, and let me say this again. This is to no disrespect to nobody. Whichever way they want to play their life, hey, whatever makes you happy, go ahead. However, you hear me? There is the basic instructions before leaving Earth or basic information before leaving Earth. That's the Bible. So when you jump out of that and try to add something to it or try to take away from that, Things go all the way around. You don't know what's going on. You hear me? That's why BJs are the best though. Hey, let me. Hey, I don't know, man. You say BJs are the best because some women don't know how to play it. But the vagina, ain't no way that mud is always good. You heard me? But the BJs, some girls don't know what they doing. Sometimes they're smack and you don't want that, so I just go ahead and enter to what I know. You heard me? A lot of people need Jesus. No one goes to church anymore. It's crazy. All we need is Jesus. Amen. This world is going to shit. Carrie, you couldn't have said it no better than that. You heard me? And I think I'm on this is my podcast right here, but I do got another channel. It's called Open H Direct. That's OPENH in direct. But direct is DIRECC. You hear me? Make sure y'all remember that. Tap in. Cause I got that channel too. And that channel on there, I think I got like 5,000 subscribers. But YouTube shut me down for a minute. Cause I got a copyright or something happened. And they shut me down for a minute. But now it's back up and rolling. You hear me? Message retracted. What you had just said, the big meow, say your message retracted. That's a pretty good answer and respectful how you put it. That's what it's all about, man. Good Lord, spirituality and love. You hear me? You ain't lying. Let me see what this say. But us women need to be respectful, good women. Us good women don't deserve to be treated like a whole slut, you feel me? It's good women need to be treated right. Can I get an amen? Most definitely you can get an amen, you hear me? Because, see, a lot of men won't say this. But you hear me? They too caught up on themselves, being selfish, self-centered, and all that type of stuff. But, man, hey, look. A man is nothing without a woman. And I'm gonna leave that as that. You hear me? A man is nothing. Now, let me say this. A man is nothing without a good woman beside him. You hear me? Because don't nobody want to grow old. Don't nobody want to grow old and be alone. So what is you going to do? You going to still be 50 years old, still riding around, getting gals, doing it that one night and this and that and this and that? What you gonna do? Be 70 years old, still riding around your town, trying to get a woman? Come on, man. That shit get played out. You hear me? That shit get played out. That shit, I ain't never been like that anyway. You hear me? When I get with a gal, I'm with her. And don't get me wrong. I see other women out there, and this with no disrespect, especially to my wife, because I know she watching. I see women out here every day that got a better shape than my wife, got a better face than my wife, talk better, look better, all that. No kids, all that. However, when I look back at the things that my wife and what we've been through, I'm not finna stop that just to add or start another relationship, because it's gonna be the same. You hear me? Ain't no escaping out of that. You hear me? Kevin, right? BJs might be great or whatever, but treat the good woman with respect. If we do want to get a little freaky like that, keep it all to yourself, but never treat a good woman like a thought. Can't say it no better than that, man. It's called temptation. T-Man Tires. I'm hip. You hear me? But Carrie, hey, you absolutely right. You hear me? Basically, what you saying is that if I was to say that, I would say she'll be a lady in the street, but a freak in the bed. That's exactly what you just said. You hear me? And that's how my wife is in the street. But like, we're taking her to work, or she around me with some of my so-called friends, that they say. If me and him having a conversation, she don't say nothing unless I ask her something, because she know that's a conversation that me and him having. And if it was a conversation that me and him having and I didn't want her to hear it or say anything, I shouldn't have brought her along. You hear me? I don't believe in cheating. It's wrong. Me neither. You heard me? But here go the thing, Carrie. If you not married and y'all just going together without that ring, how could you cheat? Because in God's eyes, we're not supposed to be doing that anyway. I'm saying this respectfully. I see you, Carrie, because I'm married too. You hear me? Now, while being married, and we go try to start another relationship with another girl, that's cheat. You hear me? Can't do that. Plus, when you start to do that, you'll feel it. You will feel if you're doing something wrong. And then when you step out of your body and look back at your life and see all the things that your wife done for you and vice versa, it won't allow you to cheat. That's the way I play it. You heard me? I can't do it. Then I got kids with this girl. How I look about bringing another, cause besides right now, man, my kids always with me. I don't drop my kids off and nobody don't watch them because I don't trust mugs like that. The only person I drop them off to is they grandma and my mama. But I rarely do that because my kids is boy. Y'all got to remember, I got 3 little girls. 3, 2, and 1. And man, the oldest one thinks she's somebody's mama. The second one is, boy, I'm talking about reciprocal of me, but just without the tree trunk, if y'all know what I mean. The last one is gonna be bad than a motherfucker. I already know what's up, you hear me? Because I told my daughters, even at this age, you hear me? Hey, whenever y'all hook up with a boy, not like that, but y'all know what I'm saying. Whenever that boy call himself saying that he love you, I want daddy to come to y'all mind and stop doing whatever you doing. Soon as he say he love you, bring him straight to me. Because I'm going to tell you if he love you or not. Because ain't nobody going to love you like daddy. Unconditionally. You hear me? And if Mud's thinking of other thoughts, shame on y'all. And God bless you at the same time. Gotta feed my animals. All right, Carrie. Hey, big respect, and I appreciate you coming through, hitting that like button, and listening to what I gotta say. You hear me? But it's all good. Hey, yo, I need some words of wisdom. I got you, DJ. Words of wisdom. Here we go. Sometimes helping is costing. What I mean is, you don't know what the other person is going through, and you may help them out with any situation they need helped out with, but you don't know what they did on the back end. So now what they did on the back end came back to bite you and skipped over them. That's what it's going to cost you. So that's what I mean when I say helping is costing. And words of wisdom, always use lovers talk. I know we ain't going to always do it, but when it come to mind, use lovers talk. And I ain't talking about LOVER. I'm talking about LUVR, meaning listen, understand, validate, and resolve. What if she say she loves me first? Hey, my girls ain't gonna say that, you heard me? Because I told them to only speak what they feel and what they know. You got to know if you love that person, because love is a word that just get thrown out there and people just grab it and just take it without looking into it. So I dig that LUVR. I'm talking about straight up though. And it's a flip side to that coin too, DJ. You hear me? It's called weeby. That's withdraw, escalate, belittle, and exaggerate. That's the opposite of lovers talk. But between all of that, you got the 5 levels of relationship. You heard me? Hey, y'all don't laugh at my hands, man. Dude already checked me at first. I know my hands ashy, but I just stepped up out the house. You heard me? Tom Homan will find you. Who the hell is Tom Homan? Willie E. Coyote, respectfully asking. Hey, and when y'all coming in, hit that like button, you heard me? So the notifications can go out, because I'm speaking some truth, you heard me? But 5 levels of relationship. That's avoidance, superficial, impersonal, Personal intimacy. Intimacy not meaning sex, because that's the first thing that pop into a mug's mind. Intimacy meaning I know you like I know the back of my hand. All the rest of them, avoided, superficial, impersonal, personal, y'all know what that means. But if you don't, I'll explain, because I ain't keeping nothing vague. You hear me? I could never love a person like I love food. Krishan, you got to love the person like you love food. You hear me? Because somebody got to cook your food. I'm just saying. Avoidance means that. Avoidance. See you, other way. Superficial is just hiding by. Mugs to see you, they know a little taste of, hey, what's up, man? What's up? Impersonal is letting them know, like stuff what I'm doing right now. Yeah, I like to drink coffee. I like to watch TV. That's impersonal. Personal, meaning like I'm explaining to y'all. I got 4 kids. I got a wife. I got a home. I done been on her. That's personal. You hear me? Beating stone, white guan. I don't know what that means, but shout out to you, beating. You hear me? And when you coming in, hit that like button. You hear me? Hey, before I get off this live, because I'm pretty sure I done had every bit of over like 50 people that came in here. But I'm gonna say let's get them likes up to like 25, man, so my notifications can go out. Cause I'm gonna start going live in a minute, and cause I got some shit to say, man. Even though Megan Stallion twerked, I voted for Trump. You trolling, Willie E. You hear me? What's up? You heard me? Oh, all right. Okay. What's up? What's up, Bean? You heard me? Intimacy is probably one of the hardest things to fulfill in any relationship. Yeah, nah, Krishan. You heard me? Yeah, nah. The reason why I say no is because when you call yourself being in a relationship, one of your main things, one of your main jobs is to get to know her. Even though you're supposed to do that before you call yourself being in a relationship. But man, you can be with a female and y'all got y'all own crib and y'all only see each other when y'all out. But when you live with that person, boy, you see some shit that'll make you think like, boy. It's dope when you say you heard me. Hey, that's that New York talk. You heard me? St. Louis, we say we say you heard me. You're Waka Flocka uncle. Hey, Willie E, I see you trolling, you heard me? But I wish I was Waka Flocka uncle. Boy, I probably wouldn't even be talking to you right now. Boy, I'd be somewhere off in a whole nother continent, you heard me? Hey, yo, any words to conquer the day before you get off? Yeah, I got some words to conquer the day, you heard me? Ephesians 6. Put on that whole armor of God before you step out that door. You heard me? And it'll protect you from things that call themselves want to come to you. Them angels will be right there and fight that shit off. You heard me? I got a testimony for that. If you don't believe me, just try it. Go read Ephesians 6. Them whole of verses where you put that belt of truth, the righteousness, all of that. You put that armor on from God, you gravy. Regardless of say, if you don't say that, then you got to face whatever you gonna face before you when you walk out that door. Other than that, try that out. You hear me? One more thing. Proverbs 3. Trust in God with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Reason why I say lean not, my opinion. Lean not on your own understanding, because the devil can play tricks with your mind. You hear me? And have you thinking otherwise. That's why God say, lean not on your own understanding. Whatever that Bible say, don't add to it, don't take from it. Do it. You hear me? Most people don't know the people they shackle with, so they have no clue how to be intimate. Sure, right. You heard me? Brendan Stone, preach. Tony T, 100%. Brendan Stone, preach. I got you, baby boy. Hey, look, I got 8 people in the building. I know I didn't have more. Well, 15 likes, you heard me? So I'm gonna try to, y'all, because I got to get ready to go home and get the wife ready and take her to work. But let's get them likes up to at least 20, you heard me? That way YouTube is seeing that I am on here, I'm going live, and people starting to gravitate towards me. And whenever I do lives or my videos go out, more people will see it, you heard me? Because that just surprised me. It's a brother on here that's from India got my notifications. And I got people here in America that don't even say nothing. Have a good day, y'all. Right on, Krishan, for coming in, man. Appreciate it, you heard me? You keep your head up as if your nose bleeding. That's quoting Lil Wayne, you heard me? You have an awesome day, I got you beating, you heard me? Talking to y'all is what's gonna help me have a good day, you heard me? Because I didn't know where to go, you heard me? Some just said, come to the gas station, get you a cup of coffee, and go live. And so it's y'all that I'm showing the appreciation to, man. Because without talking to y'all, I don't know what I'll be thinking right now, you heard me? And that's on the straight up and down. Heard? Hey, Doobie Facts. Respectfully, I heard you. A little lotion won't hurt the hands, you heard me? Mug got on me way before you said something, you heard me? That's because I had rushed up out the house and didn't do nothing, you heard me? I ain't shit, shower, saved, none of that type of stuff. I just went out the house because I was mad and I ain't want to do or say nothing to my wife that was going to have her feeling lower than what other people be trying to make her, you know what I'm saying? I ain't want to do that, so. But I got you. When I go home before I go drop the wife off, because any other time, man, if you ask people that know me, boy, hey, I don't step out the house unless it's fit. You hear me? Almost that time, huh? I already know it. You hear me? Yeah, I know y'all be seeing me parked up here, boy. I come up here to gather my thoughts, man. Yeah, cause when I call myself getting mad at the wife or whatever, before I do something, I just come up to the man cave and yeah, man. Yeah. Talking to dude at the gas station. Let me see. Even though main see and don't see, keep it to yourself. Even though main see and don't see, keep it to yourself. Beat the stone, what that mean? Realist American. My hands was looking like coke yesterday, so don't feel bad, OG. Oh yeah. He said his hands looking like coke, you hear me? And then plus, I mean, it ain't hard to see. I'm black as a mule anyway, you hear me? So even if or when I put on lotion, you still gonna see the cracks of it because I'm black as a mule, you hear me? Look, I'm talking about black as a mule, and I know it. I ain't tripping. I ain't out here trying to impress nobody anyway, you hear me? I got mine, you hear me? 16 likes in the building, you heard me? Let's get 4 more likes and make the 20 likes, you heard me? I hope it's before like 1:15 because I do got to go get the wife and the kids and drop her off at work, you heard me? I just had to leave the house and get my mind right, you heard me? And y'all would think, man, after living with somebody for 5-6 years, you would think that y'all would know each other from time to time. And don't get me wrong, because I'm just talking right now and not really thinking before I'm saying because I'm still kind of low-key emotional. But we do know each other, you hear me? It's just the part that I slept on, and I ain't too caught up as a man not to say that. You hear me? If we wash our hands and don't put on lotion, it's over. You ain't lying. And that's what I did before I left, you hear me? Used the bathroom, washed my hands, came straight on up out the house. And you see the results. Mule hands, you hear me? I'm talking about, you could take a picture of my hands and go get a Hebrew mule or a white mouth mule or a black mule and lift his hands up. I bet the motherfucker look like this, you hear me? See, I can say that on myself because I ain't caught up. You hear me? I was saying you can see some and still don't see. Towards your hands, need lotion. Didn't even have to say something about that. I'm here. I feel you, beat. You're and the way that you wording it is so smooth. PBG, itchy balls. What do that mean, man? Like, what the hell? Now, I understand trolling or whatever, but recommendation for itchy balls. Where that come from? We gonna hide that one. This is automatically here for review. Hid in my pocket. Yeah, like what do that mean? Bigger shit there to worry about. You ain't lying, B. You heard me? You is not lying. When I'm over here crying about that bull. Hey, he means BBC Rizzler, sir. I don't even know what that means, Don Vito. But shout out to you for coming in and saying that. Wait till I do this live later, you hear me? I said I wasn't gonna speak on it because I left it in God. And when you leave stuff with God, you ain't even supposed to worry about it or nothing. But by me speaking on it, that still leaves a little worriness. So I may not talk about that on my live. And what I'm referring to is us going to do our taxes. But I'm gonna leave that alone, and I ain't gonna keep putting that out in the universe because I know I already gave it to God, and I'm gonna leave that alone. You hear me? Because how could I say something to the lawyer, which is God, and then come right back behind him and then try to be a lawyer too? It don't work like that. He a lawyer, I'm the paralegal. I do the footwork, he handle all the rest. You hear me? Plain and simple. You gang banging, sir. Don Vito, what you mean you gang banging? No, I ain't in no gang. I got kids, man. I ain't got time to be in no gang. You hear me? My gang is at home. That's my gang. You hear me? Respectfully. Hey, I need a cigarette. My nerves bad. Them feds say they heard that. They know where them birds at. Hey, look. No Bloods or Crips. Nah, man. That's silly shit. You hear me? Your gang should be at home with your family. That's your gang. People be out there doing their blood and crip shit, and I understand, you know what I'm saying? They call them they family because that's all they know, you hear me? But motherfucker ain't got no time. When you grown, you ain't got no time to be in no fucking game, man. Straight up. You stay on 10, have a blessed day. You heard me? Hey, I heard you heard me. Hey, you too, you heard me? I'm talking about, look, keep your head up as if your nose bleeding. You heard me? That's quoting Lil Wayne. You heard me? I'm trying to get this mug up to 20 likes. You heard me? I got 16 likes. 4 more, I'm out the door. You heard me? Hey, y'all ain't know I was a poet and didn't know it. You heard me? I gotta find somebody with a cigarette, man. I'm talking about struggle. No, I don't like drugs. I, I, I ain't gonna say I hate it. I just don't like it. For one reason, them drugs took off my little brother. You heard me? He died of a whole heroin overdose. You heard me? Second of all, the reason why I don't like it because before I got off drugs, man, I was like 20 years strong, back and forth in the penitentiary and all that shit using heroin. So no, I don't like drugs. And if we saying drugs as far as just anything or whatever, shit, I smoke cigarettes. And that's the hardest drug to fucking quit. You hear me? Cigarettes. But, and I know a mug will say, if you really want to quit, you would. Yeah. But if you ain't walked a mile in my shoes or walking in my shoes along with me, you couldn't know what I mean. But if you going through the struggle like I am right now, man. But one thing I know is when it rains, it pours. But when it rains, I don't care what a rain at or whatever. It's always gonna be a rainbow. You hear me? And question: what's at the end of the rainbow? A pot of gold. So when it stop raining, I'ma see that gold. I'ma go get it. I'ma let y'all put that together. You hear me? Real shit, man. Been struggling too. Quit the sis for years, man. Straight up loose. Straight up lucid Nate. How you stop, man? When it rain, we all get wet. You ain't lying, Don Vito. Yes, sir. Red. Is that Red, my little brother? What's up? What you doing? Is that Red, my little brother, or that's another Red? I can't stop. That's the problem. Oh, hey, man. I don't know, Luke. You heard me? I wish a mug can help you out on that one, but hey, I can't stop neither. No, this is a woman. Oh, my fault. No disrespect. I just seen Red because I got a little brother named Red, and I thought that this was him. You heard me? But nothing, man. I ain't doing nothing. You heard me just on her talking about my little situation with the wife or whatever, but we didn't get past that part. But just on her explaining, giving y'all a taste of what going on in my life, you know what I'm saying? Because I rarely go live, but I need to start going live quite often. Because I see that people do, if I go live, people will come in and holler at me. It's just me thinking that ain't nobody gonna know me. I'm on YouTube. It's a million other things they can be doing besides watching me. But man, was I wrong. So shout out to the people that came in here and synced me. Shout out to the people that subscribed to me. Shout out to the people that shared this so the notifications can get out. Shout out to the people who like this. You heard me? 3 more likes. We up to 20 likes. You heard? I quit for 2 years and start again with cigarettes. The gray area. Where you from? Right there. That's where I'm from, right there. You heard me? Hey, Don Vito, question. What made you start smoking again? Because if you stopped, that was it. St. Louis, where the gun ring all day. Yeah, man, from St. Louis. I just moved out here to Columbia, Missouri. You hear me? To get away from some things, but little did I know when I moved up here, it was more fucking drugs up here in this little town versus St. Louis. You hear me? I'm from Turkey. Don, you all the way from Turkey, and you seen my notifications? Wow. Damn. 13 people in the building. I got 19 likes. You hear me? See, I'm from Atlanta. Moved from Los Angeles last year. Oh, yeah? Is it been better in life for you when you moved? I was in holidays, like summer beach party, and then I started smoking. I know what you mean, man, because one thing about it, Don Vito, yeah, bro, you international. Oh, yeah? Hey, make me more international. You heard me? Share it, like it, subscribe, and let your people know. You heard me? And let them know, because, hey, y'all should go back and check out my channel, man. And like I say, I got another channel, too, and I'm on TikTok. My other channel on here is Open H Direct. And direct is spelled DIRECC. Plus, I'm on TikTok. Trust Me Now 8. Or you can enter in podcast Debating Opinions. Debating is DEBATN. And opinions is spelled like it's spelled. But yeah, man, a good move can help you close one chapter and open up a new one for the better. You ain't lying, do be facts, you heard me? I got to talk to God on that one, you hear me? A good move can help you choose one chapter and open up a new one for the better. You is not lying, you hear me? Hey, I didn't mean it like this, but I still gotta move on, you hear me? Because I do gotta take the wife to work. I just can't not do that with me getting emotional and calling myself being mad, you hear me? But I gotta bounce out in like 8 minutes and 19 seconds, you heard me? Gotta go take the wife to work. I gotta find me a cigarette first, though. You hear me? Hey, they say mug out there begging and stuff like that. Hey, man, motherfucker ain't begging. Hey, look, I ain't too proud to beg, and a closed mouth don't get fed. You hear me? Damn, brother, your hand like sandpaper. You need lotion. I'm already up. You hear me? I'm finna go take care of that right now. You hear me, Don Vito? I bet you the next time these mugs won't be looking like this. You know what I'm saying? I can't have y'all on here just looking at my hands and not listening to what I'm saying. Nah, I'm just fucking with y'all, man. But yeah, man, it's all good. I think I got about $5 and like 37 cents. You hear me? That's all a motherfucker got. I got to put that in the tank. Just take the wife to work. Make it back home. Things get greater later. You hear me? But I'm gonna build this mug up and get it up to the super chats or whatever, cause I'm pretty sure, cause that's what I want. These views going to get you cigarette money sooner than later. Monetize your YouTube. You work at construction. I used to work at construction, but I was in the factory. But low key, I'm not calling nobody else boss. You hear me? I'm finna open up my own play. All I'm waiting on is these taxes to come back. I'm finna put a trailer on my trunk. Give me a 360 lawnmower, weed eater, the blower. I'm finna get all of that. Start my own business, man. Finna become my own boss. You hear me? These views going to get you cigarette money sooner than later. Monetize your YouTube. Now, that's the thing, Doobie Fats. How do I monetize my YouTube? How? And I'm respectfully saying that. I'm speaking loud, but I don't mean no disrespect. But how do I monetize my YouTube, man? Should I, man, standing on business? Of course. Should I go to my other channel, which is Open H Direct, and try to get that one monetized? Because I got like close to like 5,000 subscribers on that one. On this one, I think I'm close to like 700 subscribers. But I don't think the subscribers and stuff really matter. I don't even think it's based off the views, because anybody can get on here and view it. I think it's based off of the time that they watching your channel. Like per video, how long is they really watching it? Is they only watching like 2 to 5 seconds, or they watching the whole play? See, YouTube watch all of that stuff. You heard me? But man, if I knew how to get my stuff monetized, but I wouldn't be asking no motherfucker for no cigarette. You hear me? But Washita Honor. Peace, brother. Peace, Washita. I hope I'm saying your name right. Research YouTube hits. I don't know how to research YouTube hit. Go G Go. You're a sad guy. At the moment, I ain't gonna even lie. You ain't lying. At the moment, yeah. At the moment, yeah. And I may be sad, you hear me? But you'll never see me sweat. Meaning, you won't see a mug cry. You're a sad guy. Probably just trolling, but if you ain't, I'ma still answer it. Cause I ain't caught up. This skin right here, deep as a mule, you hear me? How are you? How are you going, buddy? Pavlos Karan. Everything's everything as far as right now, you hear me? How long is the moment? I don't know. I don't know, but for you to get on here to say that I am sad, I guess that moment lasted longer than I thought it would. Because I've been on her like going on 2 hours. So if you see that I'm sad, then that means I ain't hiding nothing, you hear me? But the gladness to come, you'll see on my next live or the next video I make. I'm sad too because of the laws against me. Oh yeah, what laws against you? He writes his own stuff, y'all. What you mean by that? He writes his own stuff. If you saying that, the more, is you meaning this? I'm straight up going out of my mind. The veins be popping out the side of my head. I'm looking up to older dudes, but they ending up dead. My chest be hurting because I smoke too much. Man, I'm daily high. Everybody be tripping on me because I be lately up in the side. They wonder why I be in the zone, but can't nobody tell it. I'm like a dog, man. The shit I do is shady. I can smell it. Come acapella, rock a crowd with no fucking beat. But lately I've been coasting through these SEL streets. The people looking at Lil Ron and thinking I'ma loot them. They got a code for police, say it's a shoot 'em. Huh? I like you. I sub. Right on, go, G-Go. I appreciate the sub. Hit that like button while you in here. You hear me? The more, yes. Pavlos Kareem. I'm not allowed to see the woman I adore. I think people want me to toss. What you mean by that? Yeah, dude freestyling, but I ain't gonna lie, that ain't a freestyle, you hear me? That's a rhyme that my partner wrote 30 years ago. You hear me? Straight up. But hey, look, outside it's warming up. The sun coming out, you hear me? So I'm gonna say this. A sunny day. Ain't shit to do, ain't got no swerve. It's getting on my nerve. Ready to get perp, smoke some herb. I got a lot of my mind stressing, eat me up inside. That's why I'm always hiding, faded off that light green tie. Got my mind in the frizzy and the dude feeling hella annoyed. Gotta watch these haters trying to play niggas like Tonka toys. Even when I'm with my boys, I'm keeping our eyes in the back of my head. This guy's the players for really, they just haters instead. Come around my way, yelling all hater K. Let the triggers be my finger, blasting when them days. Your meat mugs and your whiff tits gon' get you caught up in some shit. I'll be waiting for your ass when you try and take my stash, bitch. I'm all about my finances. Slugs up in your ass, ain't no chances, no chances. I'm in the days. Now let me count the ways we blaze. I'm puffing hay, giving a fuck about what haters say. Money is the key to all my problems. Much love, God bless in the Lord Jesus' name. Likewise, right back at you, Mike Servant. Hit that like button, subscribe and share. Let the peoples be aware that podcast Debating Opinions is in the air. You heard? So I've been I've been fucking a fat girl to stay off the streets. Hey, go G go, you crazy, man. But hey, whatever floats your boat and whatever keep you out of trouble, hey, do it. You hear me? Gav Sam, big up, one love. Right on. Hey, I got 22 likes in the building, 11 people in here. Hit that like button real quick. Let's get it to 25 while your people are alive. You heard? Big up, grab SM. I see that heart that went up. One love to you too. You hear me? I gotta get ready in this YouTube live. Hey y'all, check me. Laughing my ass off. Her friend joined us yesterday. Oh yeah, you crazy. Hey, whatever float your boat, you hear me? Whatever float your boat. You hear me, go G go? So I must be doing something right. Hey, straight up. Pavos current, all I want to do is see her years. I've liked her. I don't know if she liked me back. She just knows. I know that's right. Claim yours, you hear me? Hey, check this out. Y'all follow me too, man. Like I say, I got another channel on her. Open, OPEN, H, Direct. That's DIRECC. I'm on, that's my other channel on YouTube. My channel on TikTok, Trust Me Now 8. TRUSTMENOW 8. And it might alone be the podcast Debating Opinions too, but check me out on there too, y'all. You hear me? Help me build my stuff up, man, so I can get this thing monetized, start getting them super chats in. Because if y'all like what I'm saying now, the more I develop, the more I'll be able to share with the world. You heard me? Remember when Kramer said the hard H? I don't know. Happy Black History Month. Plant-based black man. Likewise, right back to you. You heard me? Hey, people that's coming in the building, hit that like button. Let's get me up to 25 likes. You heard? I'm at 22 right now with 10 people in the building. You know what I'm saying? I've been on this mug with what? An hour and 60 minutes. So I've been on her an hour, 14 minutes, and 35, 36, 37 seconds. You heard? Plant-based black man, 24. What do that mean? Oh, 24 likes? Well, it's showing right here 23. I know YouTube sometimes, they probably, I don't think they be playing with people's channels. It's just that they got so much going on where sometimes they can't keep up and put it on there. But I don't know about that neither, you hear me? Because on this one video I made, it said I had like 128 views. When I hit the analytics, or however you say that word, and I went on there, it said like 500 views. So I don't know, because I don't think nobody that be playing with nobody views and money or things of that nature. You'll get a bad apple out that tree, but I don't think nobody will play, you know what I'm saying? I got to get ready to get up out of here, y'all. I still ain't found me nobody with no cigarette. Fuck. I'm not saying her name. She knows who she is. It's nobody. It's nobody's business. Why are there laws against me? Why are there laws against you? How you pronounce your name? Pavlos Karam? Why are there laws against me? I don't know, man. That's something you have to talk to God, you know what I'm saying? If nobody on earth can give you the answer that you're looking for, and I'm not saying it like this, but talk to God, even though you should talk to God first. That's probably why you ain't got your answer. So God probably looking like, all right, now you're going to go talk to everybody else. My children, your brothers, you're going to go talk to all of them besides coming to talk to your father. So I'm going to make you wait on that answer. That's the way God probably thinking. I don't know. That's just my opinion. However, they do got God thoughts or not your thoughts. So I'm going to leave that as that. Ancient carbon maps. I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri, but I'm up here in Columbia, you hear me? Maybe because Obama pardoned him. Maybe because Obama pardoned him 40 years in jail. He did 1 month. Yes, you should monetize both. You have enough subscribers. Don't know how to, but you can find out. Blessings. Shout out to you. I don't want to say your name wrong, but so I'm just going to say S. Rogers. Because I don't want to say your name wrong. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. You hear me? Because on TikTok, they got me to make earnings as far as the stuff that I buy on there. I have to make a video and I get paid like 83 cents a video. I ain't crying, you hear me? Because if a mug gave me a penny, that's still money, so I ain't tripping. Yeah, man. But I gotta on the straight up and down, y'all. I gotta get out of here, you hear me? I gotta go get the kids ready and take the wife to work, you hear me? So on the straight up and down, I appreciate y'all coming in here, man. Y'all just made my day better. You hear me? Coming to talk to y'all. You hear me? Trolls or not, it just made my day better. You hear me? So now I'm finna go and keep this same energy and go home, talk to the wife and get her ready and take her to work. As the days go on, it gets better. Like they say, it gets greater later. You hear me? Ancient carbon maps. I'm subbing. I'm talking about when I go back home and I check out all these and see people who sub to me, I'm going to sub right back to you. You hear me? Because I'm trying to get that super chat popping. You hear me? Y'all just don't know, man. I be seeing people on YouTube and they be going live and on the super chats, people be sending them like 50, 100, $200 and stuff like that. Hey, that will help me right about now. Because like I say, look, I'm at the gas station. I got about $5.37. Man, I'm finna go put that in the tank and keep it pushing. You hear me? See, I know God. And without me even knowing, you know what I'm saying? But they say God thoughts are not your thoughts. But this is the way that I'm thinking. It got to be somewhere in there because we an image of God. While I'm riding, taking my wife to work and me only putting $5 in this big ass truck, them angels low-key quietly be pouring gas in the tank for me. Now I'm speaking that as an analogy and a metaphor. So if y'all hip and y'all understand what I mean, you'll know exactly what I'm saying. You hear me? I'm serving. Yeah, don't forget to look into monetize. You could be getting paid. I got you. I'm sure. I've been looking for that, man, and it's showing me what I gotta do. It's just hard to do it when people not watching these videos as long as they supposed to. But I'm gonna keep it pushing. You hear me? I've been on here for 2 years. I've been on here for 2 years, and hey, talk to God. You hear me? That's the best thing that I can tell you. Y'all check me out. Like, comment, and subscribe.